Hello, I recorded this on a leap day, but stuff still happened. So what's up? Dr. Ruth L. Goatsman is a real one. This absolute baller found out that after her husband died, he left her $1 billion in investments that he had. Dude kicked it and was like, hey, here's $1 billion. Go do something with it. When he left it to her, he actually said, like, do what you think is best with it. And so she did what she thought was best and changed the lives of hundreds of people forever. She gave it all away, making a $1 billion donation to the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York. And specifically, that $1 billion is going to make that college tuition-free for perpetuity. She made this announcement to a room full of students who lost their damn minds, rightfully so, because she just came up and followed through with the Scott's Tots promise. I don't actually watch that much of The Office. That's like the one reference that I think I can like safely make here. So yeah, weird. If you come into $1 billion, you can give it away. Yep. But hey, I'm sure all those people who are just hoarding their billions and billions of dollars totally have a good reason for it. Nah. We're gonna do good with this money, but first I gotta grow it a lot more. And then get myself a private island. And then get myself a private jet. I'm gonna do a lot of good with the money. I'm gonna do some side projects. And I gotta grow it first. Mitch McConnell is retiring, and not a century too late. Mitch McConnell, the leader of the US Republicans in the Senate, has finally announced that he's going to retire in November. This man has been basically at the center of everything shitty that has happened in America for my entire fucking life. He is the conduit through which Roe v. Wade was overturned. He is the one who made the extremely unacceptable decision to just not allow Obama to seat a Supreme Court justice and then let Trump seat 3. Like, we all know that was bullshit, and he knows it too, and he doesn't give a shit. And that's been his entire political career. And it's been a long one. He is the longest running Senate leader ever in this country, during which time he basically prevented any bills from going through, stopped any notion of actually working together, and just let money run wild in DC. So yeah, he's retiring, but damn has he earned it. He has said his piece. I will give you an update for when he finally fucking dies, so that we can all meet up at his grave and have a group shit. Love a good group shit. Dust off that hoe and get yourself an amethyst to eat. Stardew Valley 1.6 comes out March 19th. Concerned Ape, creator of Stardew Valley, told us forever ago that patch 1.6 is coming out. And he was like, it's not gonna be a lot. It's mostly just for like mod support and stuff. And then we didn't hear anything for a while. And then he was like, psych, I lied. There's a lot in this patch. New dialogue, new character portraits for wintertime, new characters, maybe new endgame content, 8-player multiplayer support natively. Like, it's wild. It's wild how much stuff has happened in this game. And it's mind-boggling that all of this is just free content updates. There is a reason that everyone likes Stardew Valley specifically, and like, this is why. And the entirety of the games industry has just been trying to recapture this lightning in a bottle and failing. Like, how many farming life sims are out there that you played and maybe it was good, but then you just went back to Stardew Valley because that's like, it's the better one. Anyway, it's coming out on March 19th. He announced it recently because it was the 8th anniversary of Stardew Valley, which is whack. If you need me, I'll be looking for the mayor's trunks. Medical science! Again with the medical science. Y'all, but seriously, like, allergies might not be that important anymore. They are. Hold on. So look, your food allergies are not about to go away with a pill. But researchers just published a paper in which they experimented with people with severe allergic reactions to food in giving them a drug that was originally approved for asthma. After just 16 weeks of treatment, research showed that the patients who were taking the drug had a significantly lower reaction to the foods they were allergic to than the placebo group. Now, what this looks like is like if you have a severe peanut allergy and you were on this treatment, you could have like a few peanuts and you would still have a reaction, but it wouldn't be deadly. The goal here is to prevent accidentally ingesting something and dying, not making it so that you can just go ham on a jar of peanut butter. But like, that's significant. I would bet that there's a good contingent of people who are like, hey, yeah, I would like to not almost die if I accidentally sniff a peanut. Seems pretty good. I sniff peanuts all the time. What? Anyway, the drug is omalizumab. And it was originally approved for asthma and then some kind of nasal polyps. Yum. It's really just like an all-in-one. You got asthma, you got nasal polyps, you got allergies. Just take the pill. Easy. Y'all, my brain is just like melting at this point. Lightning round. Wendy's made a statement in an earnings call talking about experimenting with variable pricing throughout the day. And then when everybody was like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? They were like, no, we're not doing surge pricing. We're doing the reverse of surge pricing. Trust us. Stop being upset. According to internal documents that were acquired by 404 Media, Tumblr and WordPress are interested in selling their user data to AI companies like Midjourney. Are you a person on Tumblr who posts art? Now you're feeding the AIs, and they profit off of your artwork. They being the AI company and Tumblr. Speaking of AI, Google's AI is such a mess right now that the CEO of Google was like, this is unacceptable. It's still trying to spit out the very like boring liberal ideology of what like being thoughtful and inclusive is kind of stuff, you know, like showing black women as Nazis. Quick aside, it makes me incredibly mad that like in all of this discussion about like wokeness, it's just so fucking bad faith. And like the wokeness in air quotes that like the conservatives are mad about, it does exist among people who are just being performative about it. Like it's the people who think that the army needs to meet its quota of trans people so that we can have good representation. Like that's like, gosh, stop it. I'm just very tired of the rainbow flags on our bombs crowd. Apple has scrapped their years-long internal attempt at making an electric vehicle. This doesn't change anything. It was yet another brutal day for video game employees yesterday, as EA and Sony have laid off a collective 1,600 people from like successful studios underneath them. Because reason. Someone hacked into the late Matthew Perry's Twitter account and used it to shill a crypto scam. 2024. And finally for today, rejoice, because the Justice Department is now going to look into that whole airplane doors blowing off of them while they're in the sky thing that's happening with Boeing airplanes. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Stuff Keeps Happening. Head to stuffkeepshappening.online for sources, bonus content, and an announcement. Head to shop.endeavorance.camp to check out my brand new merch store. There'll be a link in the show notes as well. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Endeavorance. I'll be back on Monday. Take care and be well.